Are there any questions and answers about finding your niche? Let me see what's going on in the chat box down here. So Janet says personal development is good. Says correction, administration tasks, life advice, and wellness is she's good in those areas. Nadine, health and wellness, health resources, teaching and instructing. Eulanely says she don't know. They ask her to help, so she has a gift of helps. I'm trying to see some of this stuff. Karina says she has a gift of administrative tasks. You know, you can start a VA virtual assistant program. Coach Joanne says pain, prayer, and business starts. Okay. Coach Christy says pray, problem solving, and management. Okay, okay. Hair, coaching, and healing. Idina, a lot of the things that y'all do marry each other. Cooking, parenting, and relationships. Pastor Stella says scriptures, inner healing, and writing. All right, all right. Karina says appointment selling. That's definitely a VA. You can be a VA for several doctor's offices and start an entire company and hire about 50 people. Tracy, you have a question. You're on mute.
Yes. Okay. I was waiting for my daughter to go down the room with the iPad. All right. My question was with finding your niche. So I already sell products.
Okay.
And I already have actually 2 clients.
Okay.
But they found me. So
okay.
How would I, and they were already, so one of them already bought products and things like that from me. So they just kind of were like, oh, okay, I like this. You're going into coaching. I'm going to do it. The other one was kind of just met me one time and was like, hey, I just want to work with you.
Okay.
But how do I actually find these people?
How do you find your clients?
Yeah, my niche of women, because these are both moms, but one's married, one's not. They're completely opposite people.
Gotcha, gotcha. That's a really good question, and maybe we'll get to the answer for it. That's another class on how to get.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yep, that's a really good question, because I sent out a survey here recently asking what classes do you need, and so that is definitely one. How to get their next 3 and their next 5 clients is something that people want to know about. So that's that one will have to be like a series of, because you got to make sure your systems and everything are in place. But I will give you this real quick in 1.5 seconds. Follow the blueprint. How did they say they found you? Go back, rinse and repeat what they told you already. Boom. Got it. All right, all right. Any more questions?
Yes, Dr. Tavis, you have, let me get back to it. Okay, that question was written in the chat too. But suppose you don't honestly know what your niche is or what people ask you about, and how do you narrow it down to one?
That is so good. So there are some steps that you can take in doing just that, narrowing it down. You can, there are different surveys you can take, different things online you can do. You can take some of my classes, right? Some things that I have coming up, and will help you find and narrow that down. But for right now, you got to know 3 people that you can say, hey, what am I good at? Take a survey of those 3 people. If you don't like those answers, ask 3 more people. And those that are closest to you are going to tell you what you're good at. Thank you so much for that question, Stella. Brianna has her hand up.
Yes, good evening. What if your niches is like opposite of each other in a way?
Then you need to pick a station and part. What are your 2 niches?
So one of course, is photography and design, but I know a lot of people have been getting on my nerves about teaching them how to model videography.
But they marry. They're not opposite. They marry each other.
Okay.
Yeah, they marry each other, because you've got to know how to model for the camera if you're going to be a model. So you can take your photography skills, and then I'm not really coaching tonight, but I'll just tell you this and then we'll go on. You can take your photography skills and incorporate those in your modeling as you teach people how to model, so they can marry each other.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So that concludes the question and answer portion of the niche session. I hope those that come back for the replay, something was said in the question and answer portion that you're able to use. Now we're going to